Hi. I do not normally record with webcams. These days I don't record at all, apparently. That's why my YouTube has been sat dormant for a wee bit. But yeah, I wanted to kind of jump on and make a point to say thank you for such a positive reaction to my song Can't Reach You. Um, And I just kind of wanted to talk about it a little bit because I feel like Facebook posts are nice, but it's nice to actually, I don't know, have a bit more of an intimate discussion. So here I am. So let's talk about it. It was really, really cool to see the reaction that it had. There was about 70 reactions on Facebook, all of which were lovely, positive. There was individual messenger messages saying, I like it and whatever. I don't want to like big it up too much because I'm trying to keep myself humble. There were reaction videos out there. One of my dearest friends from Wales, he's lovely, I love him so much. And also people in America, which originally, to be fair, was the the reaction video was called "Everything on here is garbage," and then in brackets in the description, "Can't reach you" is actually quite good. It was quite funny actually, to be fair. Like watching it, I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm like a weird rip-off version of like Evanescence or whatever you want. I know that the music video is cringe, but there was a reason, to be fair, that I chose the spots that I did because Can't Reach You was a song that I wrote for my friend Dave, and it aims to kind of discuss my grief journey. And every kind of location at the woodland area that we chose, um, I had a different use for it for a reason. So the stairs was kind of meant to represent trying to get to someone that is no longer available physically. So that was that. That was what that was about. I could like explain different scenes, but we don't really have the time. By the way, it was real snow. I don't know how you think I had the money to fake snow, but the suffering was real. It was freezing. So yeah, it was real. Actually, it was quite a happy accident. We kind of set off with the idea, you know, it's it's like the autumn season and all the leaves are colourful and there's so many like cool contrasting colours that we can work with, and then all of a sudden chaos for weather, and I'm like, actually it kind of fits in with when will the calm come, because it was very like blizzardish, and I thought, huh, is this something that's somehow meant to represent my emotional state? What is going on right now? But we used it to our advantage, and I, for one, am very happy with it, considering that I edited all of that myself. It's very obvious, to be fair, but for a completely homemade thing, the music, the video, I don't think it's too shabby. And now to kind of move on to the uh, the creative process with other people, because they deserve an honourable mention yet again because they are, yes. So I should probably preface this by saying that the way that this all came to be was very random. It was Christmas of 2021, and for once I finally got to do what I wanted to do, which was just to stay home and be left alone, because I don't particularly like Christmas. But yeah, I thought to myself, not really sure what I want to do. So I sat down, I had a drink, and I thought, it's a nice way to relax and enjoy finally getting what I actually want for Christmas, which is just to be left the fuck alone. But yeah, drink does what it does, and a lot of the time it opens up very hidden emotions. And I often don't really think about anything anymore, if I'm honest. And it's not me just forgetting about people, it's not something I try to prioritize when there's other things in my life going on. But when I have had a drink, I finally allow myself to feel anything, if I'm honest. It's not that I don't feel anything sober, it's just that I don't get to explore the depth of those feelings until I am loose, per se. And I can only really do that when I drink. It loosens everyone up, to be fair. But I start thinking about who I don't have, or who we all really don't have anymore, or who's not around anymore to, talk to or celebrate with. And I found myself getting really emotional. It kind of came into my head that, Christmas is here and then January is going to be so close to the anniversary. And I didn't like the idea of spending yet another year sitting and drinking to it. I thought, to be honest, that's a bit pathetic, actually. So I decided to do something special this time, and I wrote him a song. And I had to start exploring everything, like my own fresh feelings to kind of how it changed with time, and sort of my more present feelings, which, referring to some of the lyrics, times passing by and some feelings have changed. The room's filled with laughter, some sadness remains. But the love that you've left here eases parts of the pain, and it all feels less empty for all that you've left me. That's actually my favourite verse, because I feel like things are changing for the better. It's excuse me. Yeah, it still hurts. But it's not as unbearable anymore, because I have so many friends now because of him. Despite the fact that, they kind of came to me in a very painful time for all of us, to be fair. The love that surrounded him has transferred to me as well. And it was relevant to the lyric, it helps ease parts of the pain. I sent a message to my friend Paul Sparshot, and I said, so I've just started writing a song. Can I show you? And he was really, really kind, really, really supportive of it. And he started actively helping me kind of form, the song. He was offering suggestions on, not in a way to kind of say, this sounds better, but help me, give the best version of something that I could possibly give. And sometimes you need someone else to kind of go, I like this, but have you tried this? And it wasn't like, change it because it should sound like this, but have you tried it? See how you feel. And I did. I was like, that really works. And I started writing, and I was sharing the process along the way. And I was becoming quite excited with how it was all, happening, I suppose. And I sent it to my friend Marcus, who happens to be in his own band. And they are a great sound, to be fair, one of them. And he started making like backing tracks and saying, right, he's going to create something. I had an acoustic version to begin with, which I bought the rights to so I could write to it. But to be honest, in the end, it completely changed which is great, to be fair, because now it really is just something that's been created off our own backs from scratch, essentially. So it started off as an acoustic kind of bass to write to, and then Marcus made it more, you know, more cool. And then he had a surprise for me, and it was Adam from Terminal Sun. I like, oh, Terminal Sun, the guitarist for Terminal Sun. Really? I'm not like fangirling or anything, but it was like a very cool experience because I've seen Terminal Sun quite a few times, to be fair, playing live around, you know, Sheffield areas, because they're a Sheffield they're local to Sheffield, and it was really cool because I really liked their music, and I know that Adam knew Dave. You know, Dave knew a lot of people, to be fair, especially musicians. He was part of the music scene himself. He's got amazing shit out there. Like, you should proper listen to it. But yeah, he made conversations with, like, he had conversations with a lot of people. He made impressions on a lot of people. And to be honest, I'm really happy that it was someone who had some kind of experience with him that added to my song, because it made it feel more personal to know that someone's got their own kind of, I don't know, little part of him as they are creating something, you know, whether it's, you know, intimate, very close, or whether it's just kind of a passing memory or an acquaintanceship, whatever you want to call it. They have a thought of him in their head when they are creating, even if it's just based on what is they've been told about him or their just own personal experiences with him, which made it feel great because it was for him, you know. If you've watched this far, then thanks. I do tend to ramble a little bit every now and again. I don't script anything because I don't like being, I don't know, I don't enjoy planning what I want to say. I like to just honestly let my brain do what it wants and hope that it's somewhat coherent. I believe it was. We had a small sniffle earlier on, but not to worry. No shame in it. So yeah, if you've made it this far, then thank you. And if you would like the song and you've told me, thank you again. I am gonna go to bed because it is now 10 to 1 and I'm a dumbass. So yeah, thank you for watching and I will see you next time. Bye.